How you doing, everybody? ABC Action News Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. The latest on what likely will become Ophelia rather shortly. You have an area of low pressure over the relatively warmer waters of the Gulf Stream. And as it's getting its act together, most of the wind is well out to the north of that center. So even though you're not looking, as you see above me, you're looking at the official Hurricane Center track, the landfall might be later Friday into Saturday. But those tropical storm force winds are going to arrive earlier in the day on the North Carolina coastline on Friday. So here's what's going on. As it approaches landfall, first of all, wind is not going to be an issue for the mid-Atlantic. I know this track looks like it's going right to the D.C. area. No, it's nothing to worry about in terms of wind, at least for the mid-Atlantic. The Delmarva, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Jersey, any of those areas, D.C., it's nothing to worry about. But what will happen is it's going to slow down its forward progress. So that means it's going to dump a good bit of rain in this area, 2, 4, even 5 inches of rain. So there could be some flash flooding issues across the mid-Atlantic. In terms of wind, look, if you have a tropical storm with winds of 50 to 55, even tops at 60 miles an hour, it's not going to be a big deal. The Outer Banks of the Carolinas get that all the time. Surge is going to be a little bit more of an issue, maybe 2 to 4 foot surge. Again, these homes that are on the water get a lot worse than that. So overall, you're talking about a squally stretch of weather for the North Carolina coastline. And there could be some tree issues, certainly. They've had a lot of rain in that area all summer long, so that could lead to the flooding potential. But in terms of a significant, impactful tropical system with a lot of wind, again, winds gusting 50 to 60, maybe 65 along the coast. So it'll certainly be squally and nasty, but damaging? I don't think so. Water, certainly some heavy rain, and a lot of that rain is north of the center. So once you see wherever landfall occurs, the bulk of that rain will be several hundred miles north of where that center is. So again, heavy rains later Friday night into Saturday for the mid-Atlantic. Once it moves onshore, the winds die out rather quickly, and then we're just talking about more of a rain and possible flash flood event. Again, the difference is flash flooding is from very heavy rain, fresh water flooding. Surge is actual ocean water being pushed in. And there's going to be some surge issues, 1 to 3, maybe as high as 4 feet, all the way from the Carolinas up toward the Delmarva. The Delaware Bay could have a couple of feet in surge. So that's the way I'm looking at it right now. Again, we'll have updates 24/7. There's plenty of folks on social media, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, whatever, showing a lot of worst case scenarios on any of these storms. The models are actually backing off a little bit. A 990 millibar area of low pressure tropical storm seems about right to me, and that would give us winds of 50 to 55. Tornadoes, that is one last thing I want to mention, north and east of the center. So potentially there could be an enhanced tornado risk for the Outer Banks of the Carolinas, maybe southeastern Virginia, and in toward the Delmarva, although by then it's going to be weakening. So that's the way I'm looking at it right now. We'll be updating, as always, 24/7. This will not impact Florida other than drier, cooler air, if you can believe that. You get a counterclockwise flow around low pressure. That's going to bring in drier air, cooler air, morning lows in the Panhandle, 50s on Saturday, and lower 60s even across the Bay Area along the coast, probably in the low 70s. That's all I got for now. Keep it right here for the latest on what likely will become Ophelia.